I should have some people who cleared PMP recently. Whom I have here? Vaithiswaran, Tanusa, am I right? You people available? Here we go. Okay, I have some people who cleared PMP recently. First, congratulations for both of you who cleared PMP recently.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shri.
Great, great, good. I'm sure you feel good. You're done with the job. Now you can relax. Nice, good to know. Good to know. This program we meet on every Sunday, which is primarily to talk about how people are progressing, and also you want to listen to the people who went to the exam. Reading, listening to people is a different story. When you go and face it, that's a different story, right? It's on the ground. On the ground, you feel what is happening. So it'd be nice to listen from you how things went on. I have two of them here, so we'll go one by one. Who want to talk first?
Ladies first.
Okay. So you want to go with Tanusa? Can I add you? All right.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
All right. Good. First, congratulations once again. And how many days back you cleared the exam?
I gave my exam on Thursday, 22nd. So it's 3 days.
22nd you did.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Good to know. Good to know. So you got your certificate from PMI?
Yes, I got it. I got it on Friday. Yeah, Friday late night. I got it.
Okay, good. I'm sure you read your name a couple of times.
Yes.
All right, good. So how long this journey is? How long it took for getting to the exam?
It took me. I enrolled in the March batch. So I was consistent throughout the March, but I took 2 weeks break in between festivals and everything. But then I was on track, and it roughly took about 2.5 months, I would say.
Okay, okay. For some reason, I get your mic as a different sound. Is it something in new headsets you're putting?
Yeah, I wanted to cancel the background noise. I mean, is it clear or should I maybe just?
Yeah, you're good now. You're good now. As I
Yeah.
found a different sound came up. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. So why I ask this question is if somebody is starting the preparation today, how long an approximate time we can give them from your thought process?
I feel 3.5 months should be fine. I
Three
mean,
and a
if
half
you
months.
even dedicate like 2 hours daily, should be fine.
Okay. Okay. It depends on their experience also, right? What kind of
Experience
job?
also. True. True.
Okay.
That's also there, and how much you dedicate your time. Some people like the reading abilities are different for everyone. The attention span is different for everyone. So it really depends on that. But on an average, I would say 3.5 months is a good timeline. Maybe if you don't want to drag it for too long also.
Okay, nice to know. Good to know. So how was your exam experience, the exam day?
It was, I was very nervous. I mean, I had my exam at 8 in the morning and I woke up around 3 in the morning. I was going through revising, but I was nervous, but I think it was fine. But at the time I reached my exam center and they asked me to wait, they gave me a set of instructions I had to read through. But yeah, the overall experience was really nice. I did not face any challenges with my center, I would say. Very nice
Okay.
experience with the center, unlike in the past where I had heard a couple of stories, but I think my center was really chill. It was fine. Everything went on very smooth.
Okay, that's nice. So 3 a.m. you got it. You are reading something in the morning?
No, I just couldn't sleep thinking about the next day.
Couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep. Okay, one question people generally ask is when you go to the exam, two things they have the question is one is a time management. Was a time in control? How was it for you?
For me, the time was in control, Shri. I wouldn't say I faced any challenges with the time. In fact, every set of 60 questions, I had 15 minutes time where I reviewed all the questions from the start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, luckily, I did not face any time challenges. I took both my breaks. And for even during my mocks, I made sure to take both my breaks. But I think your mock 3 was something I found it really difficult, and I did not have any time for review. But otherwise, in the exam wise, I did not face
Okay.
any time issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Good to know.
Also maybe because the questions weren't that long. Also, I've heard people saying that the questions were too long. I did not have any long questions that took a while to read. They were very like one line or two liner questions.
So your question paper is good, all right? Because like the PMI keeps shuffling the question paper. It could be different, but I think you got a question paper which is not much lengthy. That's what I'm hearing.
Lengthy, yes.
Okay, nice to know. Nice to know. Second question people ask is how much of Agile was in the exam?
I wanted to come to that. So from what I've heard people from the last few Sunday prayer sessions was with 70-30 that, 30% predictive and it's more of agile. Kind of agree to it, but in my case, I
Tanusa,
would say I had
Tanusa, I'll hold you here. Can you try without the headset?
yeah.
Maybe the main topic somewhere I'm getting little echo there or not clear.
Okay, am I audible now?
Fantastic. It's called adaptive agile nature. You proved it now. It works. Okay,
Just a
go ahead.
second. I think the speaker here is okay. Okay, I'm audible clearly, right?
Pretty much clearer than before. Okay, go ahead about the agile.
Yeah. So from what I heard people say is it's 30 and 70% agile and 30% predictive. But in my case, I would say there was an equal blend of predictive and agile. I wouldn't say hybrid, but I had like 55% of agile and 45% of predictive. And the question areas where I struggled to answer were predictive. Agile went on pretty well for me. The questions were very not direct, but it was fine. But predictive questions were tricky for me, a little challenging, I would say.
Okay. Interesting. Because you work in predictive nature.
Hybrid, I would say, not fully predictive.
Hybrid. What is your job nature, if you like to share?
I work in the product data management area. So it's not completely predictive also, not fully agile also. It's not an IT-based firm. So it's more of an hybrid firm.
Okay. So agile looks better for you than predictive in main exam.
Yeah,
All right. So this is encouraging because many people feel that agile is going to be tougher. When you say agile, what books you would have read for agile?
Okay. Till my first mock, I did not refer ACP Agile Practice Guide. It was just Rita 11, which I was fully reading. But I think after my first mock, I realized I needed some touch extra, maybe because I'm not from Agile and the concepts were new. I went through Agile Practice Guide, really helpful book. I mean, it's very short. I mean, it's a small book also. It didn't take much time for me to read. In a day, I was able to finish the whole book. So that was helpful. So Rita 11 and Agile Practice Guide.
Rita 11, Agile Practice Guide, reading, and few full exams in ShriLearning. And then you evolved from there. Very good. Nice to know. Good to know, Tanusa. That's nice. Interesting. Any tips which somebody can listen from you for preparation?
Just be calm. I would say don't get nervous. At least for the first 10 questions, I was very nervous. My hands were shivering when I was selecting the answers somehow. Although I knew the answers, but still, it took a while for me to, actually read the questions and get the flow of it. But yeah, one more thing I want to add was I had 15 multiple choice questions. I mean, multiple answer. Yeah.
That's big.
Drag and drop, I had 3. And one numerical question was pretty challenging. I would say it took 4.5 minutes of my time.
Okay. That's interesting, right? So multiple choice more. That makes
For me, it was
more challenging, right? You have to think a lot before you choose an
yeah.
answer. Okay, that's interesting. But is it shivering due to air condition in the room?
No. The center was they put on the AC for 10 minutes and switched it off. 10 minutes on and off. So they did allow me to carry my jacket also. So they were like totally fine. You wear it whenever you feel cold. You remove it, keep it aside, and then you wear. So they were flexible with that.
Okay, I understood. So nearly 2.5, 3 months is a good to go for exam. Books is Rita 11 with Agile Practice Guide.
Agile Practice Guide.
And you practice the question well. Maybe one question before we move on. One worry for people is in the practice exam, scores are not coming up. Even you would have said this 2 weeks back. So should you really worry on this and then when you go to main exam?
I would say if you're a person who's like only looking for score, you might feel a little disappointed because I was that kind of person. I wanted somehow 70 above, but I never reached there. So I was very disappointed. I think my highest was 68 or something. But yeah, I feel if you kind of share your scores with Rahul and Shri, you will properly guide them, if this is a good to go thing or not. And I thoroughly analyzed all my mocks. I gave 5 mocks and I thoroughly analyzed all 180 questions. In fact,
Very good.
after my analysis, also before the exam, I dedicated one full day to analyze all the questions over and over again. And somehow the options are very similar in the main exams.
Okay.
The kind of options, not the question or the concept, but it was somehow you could relate to it very easily if you've given the full marks.
Nice to know. Good to know, Tanusa. Really nice, huh? Okay, because you are very early stage in your project management, right? You're getting in the ladder of project management. There are people who come after 10, 15 years experience, and we come with a baggage. If you ask me now, I carry a baggage on my shoulder. What is my experience? With this experience, sometimes the thinking process is different. A person very new to management like you who starts there, it'll be nice, no baggage, but this baggage is not there also a problem sometimes. You cannot think question in different directions.
Yeah.
But really appreciate that you put that effort to learn the concepts very well and apply that and you cleared the exam. So now it's time to grow in your ladder. That's pretty important.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Last final note is maybe for everyone who's preparing. When I was halfway through my journey, so I was just a little doubtful if I should refer some other sources or what, but I just stuck to the ShriLearning material, the mocks, the chapter-wise questions, and even you have a different set of drag and drop questions also. You have that, and you have Agile concept-based questions also. I did try out some questions from the YouTube, but trust me, the quality and level of difficulty in ShriLearning is like that's. I think that's more than enough for you to crack. You don't have to be distracted with any other source. You can just blindly trust Retail 11 book and Agile Practice Guide. It's a good to read book, I would say. Not like read in depth, but a good one day read of it is more than enough for you to pick up a lot of concepts.
Good to know, Tanusa. That's a good motivation that don't search too much. Stays where you are.
Whatever you have, just stick to that. Whatever the content you have in front of you. Don't even maybe go for a lot of chapter-wise questions. Maybe 40, 60 questions. That's a good practice. Maybe 2 days once you practice a 40 question mark or a 60 question mark and focus on your full marks and a lot of agile questions. So I think that's more than enough. You'll get that confidence automatically.
Perfect. That's really good. Good points shared. Did you had party with your friends and family?
Yeah, I am on a vacation actually.
Okay. So after exam, you're celebrating it. Is your parents happy with your exam?
Yes. Everyone's really happy.
Okay. Did they treat you like a school girl? Your parents treated you
They still do, but yeah, but it's fine.
When you go to the exam, the mom treat you like that, right? Did you take a hall ticket? Did you take a geometry box?
Yes. I reached the exam center and I was showing the document. She's calling, did you reach? And it's just, and when I came back, she knew my exam would get over at 12. She's constantly messaging me on WhatsApp. How was the paper? I mean, it's not even over. Dot 12, she's messaged me.
That's mom. And you're also just new to management. Slowly, a few years now, you'll come to know that management is a lot of ups and downs, right? You have to go through this. Very good. So congratulations again, Tanusa, for coming up here and sharing your feedback. A key takeaway for me here is don't stress on the score, right?
Yeah.
It depends on your preparation model and the confidence. And one learning from you is don't get nervous in the exam hall because it's a 4 hours exam. First, a few questions can be tighter for you. Once you learn the pattern, you start answering better, right? That's a point. Also, another learning is Agile is very good to read in Agile Practice Guide plus Retail 11. That's more than enough. Yeah, that's a point I hear. Super good. So keep up the momentum and join our Elite group and improve your career growth from there. Right?
Yes, sure.
Good. Thanks a lot again. And again, good wishes to Tanusa for coming up here.
Thank you so much, Shri.
Perfectly. Then we have one more person who cleared PMP. I'm keeping him wait for a while. Let's invite him. That's Vaithiswaran. Hey, good. You're in mute mode. Okay, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I unmuted myself.
Yeah, also you are not fully visible in the cam.
Is that better?
Now I can see the person with the full PMP.
Thank you.
All right, I heard you have had some travel. Thanks for making the arrangements to come here today.
It's my pleasure.
Fantastic. So how many days back, Vaithiswaran, you cleared the exam?
I cleared it on 19th 9th of May.
19th. Okay. In the week, last week you cleared. So, how was the journey?
It was, I should say, a lot of ups and downs because
Okay.
you probably know that I have been at it for quite some time, considerable length of time. I'm part of August 2023 batch. Okay.
Oh.
And I was ready to take my exam during the month of December 23, but because of my own personal cases, I
Hmm.
couldn't actually get into the mode because of personal reasons.
Yeah.
Then I got out of touch. I've been in touch with you consistently for guidance, and ultimately I said no. It becomes like a monkey which is sitting on your back. You need to take it out. And reading was not a problem. I was consistently in touch with your videos specifically. I have
Hmm.
seen all your videos, all the 15, 16 videos almost 3, 4 times.
Hmm.
And every time you watch a video, again you get something new, a
Hmm.
word or a phrase, something which you have missed out in the previous attempt. So I kept myself engaged with the learnings, and finally, when I went to the examinations, another point which I wanted to share is I attempted four full mocks only through
Okay.
the ShriLearning. And as Tanusha had said, scores did not matter at the end of the day because I couldn't cross even 63% in all these four put together. But
Hmm.
when you sit in front of the monitor in an examination hall, the scenario is totally different. Since I did not have any kind of hiccups with respect to reading of the questions, like as you said, I was watching one of your videos where you said the screen in the examination hall would be much bigger than what you have at your home. So
Yeah.
the examination questions length was around, say, on an average scheme, 2 to 3 lines.
Hmm.
And but as Tanusha said, and other people who have cleared, if you are good enough to go through the ShriLearning mocks, you will clear the exams easily, hands down, no doubt on that.
Nice to know. Good to know. That's a positive thing. One thing I want to appreciate you, 23 you did, and there was a, yeah, drop down due to various reasons. But coming back is a big thing, because our brain will tell it's okay, we are comfortable here. Why we should stress?
Yes, I went through that phase, and to be very frank, I have gone through Rita 5 times, PMP, PIMBOK 4 times. So
Wow.
it's a tendency, human tendency. That the moment you open the book, you feel I know everything. I have read this. Oh, why take the pain? But as I
Yeah,
said, while watching the videos and while going through the book, you get something new,
you.
a word or a phrase,
That's true.
and that is how it was. And I knew that you have stepped into something. It is better you clear that and come out instead
Mm,
of keeping that riding at your back.
that's
And
true.
finally, as I said, come what may, I have had enough revisions. I'll go through an attempt, and as I said, the paper was moderate. It was not even to the level of the mock learning mock level, second mock or third mock, to be very frank.
Ah, okay, okay. I really appreciate that. Right? You read the books few times, having the patience, and also watch a video again. I like the way you said you get the new word, a new phrase. It's much true. It depends on the more you read, the more clarity you start getting when you listen to the video again or audio to that again. Good. Nice, nice to hear that motivation now. One ask on this exam part, how was the time management in the main exam for you?
Shri, I finished the entire length of the exam in 190 minutes, inclusive of the 2 10 minutes break.
Wow. That's a good amount of time you had. Oh, you came out early at the exam hall.
No,
You,
I finished it, and I had marked 10 questions for review in the last set of 60 questions. So I
okay.
reviewed, and I had to change options for 2 questions, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. I'm getting a feel that you had a full sense of control in the exam hall and you know the results already.
Yeah, it was only the fear of falling down which was stopping me. But this time, as you said, as I said, I had gone through the syllabus and the videos so many times that
Okay.
even if I had to answer another 20 questions, I would have still done that in 190 minutes or 200 minutes time.
Wow. Look at your performance level. You're asking, give me more questions. Come on, man. That's really good.
Yeah,
I like that confidence from you. Very good, very good. Nice to know. How is your job nature, Vaidhiswaran? What kind of job nature it is? Is it agile, non-agile? How is it?
It is hybrid, Shri. I basically work in a telecom major in India, where I'm part of the operations. So
Okay.
the only issue with me was in operations you are supposed to be available 24/7. So
Hmm.
sometimes I couldn't dedicate it the stipulated time, say 2 hours or 3 hours. Sometimes it used to be only 15 minutes. But I used to ensure that I sit in front of the course and I go through the book, even if it is for 15 minutes.
Wow.
Otherwise, you start losing the track. So
That's true.
that is
That's
how I
true.
was able to maintain that consistency.
So even a small level of time you invest on it. So which means continuous improvement process. That's what you tried. Very good. Good to know. So coming from the process improvement and the working on the operations part, I'm sure some of the agile questions would be challenging, right? Maybe you may not practice on a day-to-day life.
Uh, yes, I would say that in the operations we are already using those concepts
Applying.
without knowing that
Oh,
they are agile.
okay. That's that's interesting.
There was a bit of difficult part also, but something I think the advantages have were more than the ones which I was unaware of. So our
Fantastic.
operations
Fantastic.
is primarily hybrid kind of thing. Some of them are just in time kind of
Yeah, yeah.
matters.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. If you have any inputs for the people who are preparing now, you want to share a couple of points.
Sorry, can you please come again, Shri? I lost your voice in between.
Would you like to share any couple of points which can help someone who's preparing now? You want to give any tips for them?
Yeah, 2 points. Please don't drag your exams as I did. I had reasons which I could not override, but I would request and suggest that 3 to 4 months, as Tanusha said, at the max 6 months is good enough to clear the exams, provided you are consistent with your reading and subject. Second thing is, don't be nervous when you're going to the exam. ShriLearning mock exams are far tougher than the actual exam. So only I referred to only two books, same books which Tanusha had referred,
Mm,
Rita
mm,
11 and Agile Practice Guide. And I dedicated more time on the contents which were on the videos. So
mm.
please go through the videos whenever you have doubt, and please make a note of phrases which are new to you, which I did. I have practice of writing down. So if you have a better practice, please do that. That will definitely help you, and I'm sure you can clear these exams easily. No hiccups.
Nice, nice. Good to know. I like that point you said, note on the points. That's important, right? We write in our language what we understood so that it is good to refer when close to the exam. That's impressive. That's impressive. Good. Okay. Once again, congratulations, Vaithiswaran, was its wonderful success. Yeah.
Thank
So I
you.
have two people. Let me invite Tanusa also. Tanusa and Vaithiswaran, congratulations again. It's a great achievement. Okay. We know every week we have few people clearing exam, but again, for everyone individually, it's their path, their life journey. They put the effort of last 3 months and 6 months, time and money and many sacrifices. No Netflix series, no party. You have to sit and read, focus, many things and family. They'll ask you to go for a shop, you cannot go for it. You'll tell I have to write an exam. They may not like you. But when the results comes out, that emotionally really great. You feel good, something we did. Sometimes when the age of 30s or 40s or when I'm in a career, there is no great motivation, right? Apart from a promotion or award, no motivation. When you clear an exam like this, you get the self-confidence. Okay, I can do better. And now I would request people to apply this in your job. If not, it will become another certificate in your file. So take this, sell it, market it so you can go next level in your career. That's more important. Yeah, good. All right. With this, congratulations to both of them here. Let me see if anyone have any question you want to understand from the people who cleared the exam. I have few people online here. Is anyone here in this online who have any thought process to discuss with them? Seems everyone is happy already. Okay. Then that's great. Then thanks a lot once again for coming up here and stay in the Elite group. Let's grow together. Yeah, good wishes and congratulations.
Thank you, Shri.
Perfectly, perfectly. Great. We'll catch up.
Thank you.
Great, great. Then that makes us to move to next stage, that is discussing about the question paper or question. I have a question from Bharat. What is the first score in weekly mock? What does that mean, Bharat? If you can explain a little more on this. Weekly mock.
It means while giving the first mock, what is the result expected?
Ah.
That means up to 40 of if 60.
Oh, you mean the 40 question paper or 60
Yes,
questions?
yes, yes.
I would have shared some time back on this an idea. The first exams, I would not recommend you to look at the score. You can question me, man, without score, how can I? In the initial stage, what will happen is we will be an average of 50 to 55 or 60. That's what the average will be in the beginning. You may not know what does a score means by the time. But the first few exams, my intention would be is your question reading ability. You have to focus on how I'm reading the question and how I'm able to look out the concepts clearly. That's what your focus will be. So answer your question, it can be 50 or 55, 60. Yeah, that's good to start. But over a period of time, you start understanding how to read a question. It starts getting better day by day. And when you go after a few weeks, maybe from 55, you would have been 65. From 55, you will not go to 85. That will not happen. So 55 will go to only 63, 65. That's the range. There are some people, the first exam, they'll start with 73. Many reasons. They would have read the book few times. They are in the management industry for 20 years. Or the way they read carefully. There are some people, if you give a text to them, they read it very well. So the reading ability is also there. So answering question directly, don't worry on the score, the first one. Over a period of time, it's good. But beginning 50, 53, 55, yeah, that's good. Hope that answers you, Bharat.
Okay, thank you.
Perfecto. So